Hi and welcome to Geordie Land 1892. Terrible day at St James's Park yesterday. We didn't get what we wanted. Let's get into it. Aye, so the must-win game, the massive win game against Watford at St James's Park ended up in a 1-1 draw. I thought Newcastle didn't play as badly as what a lot of people are making out, to be fair. I thought in the first half there was a significant difference. I thought that they were getting the ball up the pitch a bit faster, and at times, for our standards, I honestly thought that our passing looked a bit better. It looked a bit more precise for our standards. From what I've seen in the last couple of seasons, it looked a bit better. But there was times where we lost the ball cheaply, and so did they. Proper bottom of the table scrap it was. It was fast and end to end, but at the end of the day, we didn't get the 3 points at St James's Park. Now, if we go back, and there was the must-win game, was against Norwich when Kieran Clark got sent off and everything just went all to shit. Yesterday was nothing like that in the sense that we didn't get anybody sent off, but unfortunately a bit of a lack of shots. We were getting the ball up the pitch, we were looking dominant in the first half, but our problem is always the same, an out-and-out striker. Now, Chris Wood, obviously, he's only been at the club a few days. A new signing, 25 million plus, from Burnley. I think he did alright yesterday. He kind of showed us something that at least he can get up, aerial ball, he can knock it down. And I think when it comes down to playing with Callum Wilson in the near future, I think he's a pretty good acquist, really. As for people yesterday getting on the back of Alan Saint-Maximin, hey man, reel it in. I get it that he's a frustrating player, but that's the way he is. And you know what it is? If we didn't have Alan Saint-Maximin, we'd be proper in the shit now. We'd be relegated. We'd be pretty much relegated because he's the only player that really wants to take players on. Alright, I get that people get frustrated. He doesn't look up, he doesn't pass at the right time. The ball's a bit glued to his feet. Maybe he's a bit selfish. But that comes from the past, where when he was actually setting people up, they were making no use of all the work he was doing up the wing. You have to understand the kid. Yes, frustrating, but what a goal he scored yesterday. I mean, it was just a hopeful ping up the pitch in kind of the area where Alan Saint-Maximin plays from Shelby, and it kind of got there, but you have to give him the credit where credit's due. He fought for that ball that, you know, he should never have really gotten, and at the end of the day, the Watford lad made a mess of it. Alan Saint-Maximin stung him, picked his pocket, ran away with the ball. He cuts inside, he gets the space eventually because he's bobbing and weaving. He's very skillful, and you know what it is? Hits a shot that Foster cannot save, and you know, we're 1-0 up, and you know, alright, it didn't go the way that we wanted to do the match, but getting on Alan Saint-Maximin's back because you think he's a frustrating player and he doesn't pass enough, is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, lads. We're all shitting ourselves in case he left in the summer. He didn't. He maybe could have left in the January window, but he hasn't. Maybe there's not much interest in him. But I tell you what, it's better we've got him than somebody else. Now, obviously, a lot of people won't take any pluses out of this game because we drew, and it was a 3-pointer, 6-pointer really. But the way I saw it yesterday, I did see, I mean, for example, Chris Wood, new signing, I thought his aerial presence was quite fantastic actually at times. I thought Joe Linton, yet again had another great game. A lad we couldn't get anything out of him prior to Eddie Howe. The lad's turned around massively. I'm really happy for him. And like I say, I hold my hands up, and I've said on many videos, crucified him in the past. I think many people have. But honestly, I thought he had a great game yesterday. He got stuck in the midfield. And, you know, he won a lot of balls for us yesterday. Look, yesterday I was like everybody. I was gutted that we didn't get 3 points. And obviously, what you could see, second half we didn't play well, but what you could see later in the game was fatigue. 20 minutes to go, we looked knackered. Absolutely knackered. They were absolutely like dishcloths. You know what I mean? And obviously Eddie Howe decided to make substitutions. He brought Fraser off and brought Murphy on. He brought Alan Saint-Maximin off in the end, and he brought Almiron on. Now, I kind of thought at least he's making a substitution at the right time, whereas didn't used to happen in the past under a certain person. But unfortunately, Eddie Howe's decision to bring those two players on cost us, in my opinion, because in my opinion they didn't put the graft in. They didn't put the graft in. I honestly thought when he was bringing Murphy on, I thought, oh, fresh bare legs. Murphy will cut up there a bit and cut in and give him a few problems. He really didn't do anything of that. Probably because the team were playing on the back foot. But even then, whenever he got the ball, he was kind of, I don't know, he was just kind of all the time looking to go back, not forward. That's the way I seen it. If anybody disagrees, fair enough. Write in the comments. Almiron, I think he's a headless chicken. He'll run all day, but and he will. He's fit as a lop, but he'll run all day for you. But is there any real potency in Almiron at times? I'm not sure. So obviously, you know, Claudio Ranieri, he kind of, for me, he kept looking at him on the halfway line, and he didn't seem, but he was sure what he was going to do. But I think the fact that, like I say, Newcastle's fatigue in the last 20 minutes helped him massively, and they were pushing forward. We were on the back foot. We were tired, which is absolutely, it should not happen. A Premier League team should not be tired with 20 minutes to go. They should be able to run a lot longer than what they did. And for me, it's all from the prior regime. The training programme, it was absolute nonsense. These players are struggling. They're also struggling because they're not good enough in this division, by the way. That has to be said. The cross comes in eventually. 5 minutes to go? And Pedro steams in, smashes in with his head. He's running in momentum. He should have been stopped. That momentum should have been stopped. Two defenders in front of him couldn't compete. And Dubravka no chance. The thing is, I thought Dubravka had an absolutely brilliant game yesterday. He did everything right for me. You know, I called him out on the last video. I thought he looked a bit out of sorts and maybe wasn't communicating with the defence very well. But I thought he did very, very well. I mean, his one-on-one shot, stop and save was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He held the ball well and kicked the ball well. You know, his distribution was really good. As was Newcastle United, the team as a whole. Their distribution wasn't too bad. But, like I say, bottom of the table scrap. They were losing the ball cheaply at times as well. What do we take from this? Well, the must-win game wasn't won. And we've just got to keep going on. We've got to keep fighting. We've got Leeds United next at Ellen Road. They're playing as I speak at the moment. I don't know what the result is. I don't know how it's going there. Obviously, a big kick in the arse for us, kick in the nads, if you like, was obviously Norwich getting 3 points against Everton yesterday, which changed everything around in the bottom of the table. Obviously, Burnley, the game was called off, so now they've got, I think, 3 games in hand. It's all about now. Every game is a massive game. It wasn't just yesterday. And even if we'd won yesterday, we would have to win at Leeds, we'd have to win at Everton to do anything. So we've taken a point from that, another point. One game we've won all season against Burnley. Look, they've just got to keep chipping away at it, and hopefully Wilson will be back soon. Apparently Wilson said he's not too far away, not as far as everybody seems to think. If we can get Chris Wood and Wilson to work together, and somehow, Maxi and Fraser, I thought Fraser had a great game yesterday, by the way, but if we can get those two to harness where Wood's knocking balls down, aerial threat, aerial presence, and you've got Wilson to execute it, I think it's a goer. Yesterday I was like everybody, gutted, annoyed, completely paid off. Today I kind of look at it differently. You've got to shake yourself down, and we've just got to go out and do what we can do. And every game we've got to try and win it. And I think we'll probably know where we are by the end of the Everton game. That's that. I've just heard, actually, breaking news that Rafa Benitez has been sacked today at Everton. So I'll do another video on that tonight, actually. As for yesterday, it just didn't happen for us. Didn't happen. But I did see a better performance in Newcastle United than I've seen in the past. For our standards, you have to remember, I'm saying for our standards and the way we've been playing. Listen, we just got to suck it and see what happens. When it comes to transfers, everybody's bound out about this man, we're going to bring this one in next week, we're going to bring that. Look, at this moment in time, where we are in the league is a massive, massive problem. A lot of players they don't want to come into Newcastle United at this moment. They really don't. Why are they going to sacrifice what they have at another club at this moment to join a relegation battle? Only if they can see the big picture. But at the end of the day, who wants to leave, a club where they're doing all right and then come to a club that very much could be relegated? And it's a very, very, very fine line at the minute. So, as much as Amanda Staveley and obviously Eddie Howe are trying to bring people in, it's a big problem. It's our league position and the way we're playing. People have to understand this, and everyone's just saying, oh, pay money for him, oh, we're going to afford his wages, we've got loads of money. It's not about that. You can have all the money in the world, it's about security. You know what I mean? Somebody crosses the water, they start playing in the Premier League for the first time, it's going to take them time to settle in. Hey, that's where we are at the minute. You're not going to turn silver into gold just like that. It's not going to happen. And anybody who thinks that's going to happen, I think you're deluded. That's the way I see it. So the final result of the game, gutted, absolutely gutted. I look like I've got a smile on my face. I'm grinning. I'm not. I'm pissed off. And obviously yesterday I didn't put this video up because we're all ill in the house. Like, this is the house of COVID at the minute. I'm still negative, but everybody else is pretty much positive, apart from my daughter. So that's not a good take. I wasn't happy about that either yesterday. That was a bit of a kick in the nets. But the way I look at it, set our stall out again against Leeds United, Ellen Road. Let's see what can happen. We've got to get behind the team. I know it's hard. It is hard. Everybody does get behind the team. But if we start breeding negativity at this point, it's just going to make more negativity. And we've really, unfortunately, us the fans, we're going to have to try and carry them through. We really are. As much as it was just a horrible situation yesterday. And obviously a defence clear out would be fine, but that's not going to happen in this January transfer window. It's definitely not going to happen. That'll be in the summer. And wherever we are, whatever we're doing, we will all support them like we always do. We've just got to try and hope and pray that we can get some results, and hopefully against Leeds and now managerless Everton, maybe there for the taking for us at St James's Park. Anyway, that's enough from me about that. Geordieland 1892, I'm out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like if you like, share if you want to share, and please subscribe. We're an absolute kick in the arse off 800 subscribers at the minute. It'd be lovely to cross that. We need some help and support from our viewers at the minute. So anyway, Geordieland 1892, OTV, I'm out.